You move your queen to here. The king is in check. The king can't take the queen because the queen is defended by the knight, but the rook can't take the queen. And when the rook takes the queen, you can follow up with checkmate. So the king can't move by its own pieces because this you cannot go step on your own pawn. And this is fascinating because you only have a knight and you're facing a rook and 2 pawns. Is that amazing? My name is Đức Vinh and today I'm going to teach you how to play chess. So this is how you set up the board. If you're playing on a computer or phone, you will have the board already set up. But if you're playing on the board, this is how you put the board. I'm going to teach you on just one side and the other you can just copy. So we put now 1, 2 is for white and 7, 8 is for black. You can see it upside down. So now this 1, 2 is here. I will put white here. So the rooks they look like castles. They move vertically and across. They stand in the centers. Okay. The knights, they look like holes. So actually, I'm going to just set up the board and show you how to play. So the knights go with the rooks and the bishops. These are called bishops and they have points. And they also have a curve here. So they just line up. And now this is the tricky part. The king and the queen, they stand in the middle. So the queen, the white queen, wears white dress, so it will stand in the white square, so it will be on the right, and the king is on the other place. And now you just put 8 pawns in front of the pieces. The pawns, and you just copy on the other side. So I will actually put the pawns down first, okay? So now I will teach you how the pieces move. So this is the pawn. It's the shortest piece. See, shortest. So it's quite weak. So if the pawn is in starting position, it can go 1 square or 2 square. But when, for example, like I go 2 squares and they make another move, no, right? Now I can't go 2 squares to here. If the pawn is not in its starting position, it can just only go 1 square. So, and this is how the pawn captures. If the piece is on a diagonal, like if here a 1 square diagonal, not like if this piece go to here, it cannot capture this. So if we go here, you can just capture it, okay? Because it's in a diagonal, it's touching each other, like this square are touching by the corners. And there's one special case. So now I'm going to remove some pieces. So this is toward the end of the game. So I will, for example, the games go on and some pieces get captured like here, like that. And now like this pawn, you can go here. This one to move, it can go here, right? But if a pawn gets to here, to the back right of, if you're white, your pawn have to get to the black right, back right, if the black's position. And if you're black, you have to walk your pawn to this side, okay? So when it reaches the back rank, it can turn into 4 of these pieces. So it's like, if I go here, I can just transform it to a knight, which we will learn about it later, or a bishop. Like if it goes here, it can transform into a bishop. Or example, if it goes here, it can transform into a rook. And if it goes here, it can transfer into a queen, which is most commonly. And if you promote, this is called promote, into a rook, bishop or knight, it will call under promoting, because you didn't promote to a queen. And there's one special move which I'm going to tell you is black to black, and black play this move. So if your pawn is, for your white pawn is in the 5th rank, this is the 8th rank, the 7th rank, the 6th rank, the 5th rank, the 4th rank, the 3rd rank, the 2nd rank, and the 1st rank. If your white pawn get to the 5th rank, and the black pawn has to be in the starting position, and if it goes 2 square up, your pawn can do this move. So this is on the right, so you will move a diagonal to the right and just capture the pawn. The pawn is, and you normally capture and your piece land on that square, but now you go here and capture it. So now I'm going to move on to the rooks. So I'm going to show just the rooks. Where's the black rook? Ah, yeah. So the rooks can move up and down and over. You could go up, down, and to the left, and to the right. And it captures the same way. For example, you can, this rook can capture this rook right here. So it captures straight, and it captures the piece that it likes. So this will go up and down, or actually down and up, and to the left and to the right, and it can also capture it. For example, if this is a queen here, you can simply capture this, okay? And you capture it. Like if there's a bishop here, you can capture it, okay? So the trickiest thing in in chess is the knight. At least that's what I think. So the knights go. Actually, I will place a knight in the center board of the board, so it can go. Actually, up. No, the knight stand here. It go up and over one square, kind of like an L, and it can also do a reverse L. And it's like the knight can move in an L shape, but the L shape that the knight has to move can be switched and turned. Okay, so this is an L shape. If you just imagine it like this, like that, this move here is an L shape. Or for example, if this goes here, this is an L shape, and an L shape, and an L shape. And the knights can jump over pieces. Like if there's a bishop here, and the knight, actually I will place a pawn here. If there's block, so if the knight goes here, here, it will be blocked, and the knight can't go here because the knight has one special power that no pieces on the board can do. Is it can jump over pieces. Like this one is blocking here, but it can still go there. It can still go there. So moving on to the bishops. So the bishops go diagonally, go here, 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 here. That's an example. And this bishop, there's a dark square and light square bishop, because when this bishop always move on the dark square, if you think about it, like if it's on a diagonal, it never changes color. See, right here it just black to black, black to black, and it's white to white, white to white, white to white, white to white. So the bishops capture, like they move. Like if there's a bishop here, you can just simply capture it. If there's now it's black move, like if black move here, you can just simply capture it. Okay? And the black bishop, like now it's black move, so you can capture here and move on to the powerful piece on the board, the queens. The queens can go up over the diagonally. It can go diagonally as many squares as it wants, and the queen is the most powerful pieces in the board. And it can capture, like if this queen is here, this queen can take this queen like that, and if it's black move, black can take white's queen. So now moving on to the most the most in this piece is, if you lose this piece, you're going to lose. So the king goes up. It kind of moves like a queen, but it can go only one square. Like this king, if it stands here, it cannot move to here. It can move to here, 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 and it can move to here. And now we're going to learn about how to win the game. So the goal of the game of chess is to checkmate your opponent's king. Like, for example, here, and the king is here, and the rook is here. This is checkmate because I have to place a black king because the king is attacked by the rook. So if it's black move, black can capture the king. So it's a threat of capturing the king, but the king can't move out of it. These squares are controlled by the queen, and if the king goes here, this square is also controlled by the rook, and this square is also controlled by the rook. So now I'm going to teach you some basic chess. So normally in the opening, that's when the game starts. You normally cares about the center. You want to control the center. Like if I put this pawn here, it controls this square. Because if any piece go to here, the pawn will capture it. And if possible, the best thing you do is to put two pawns in the center, because this is the center and two pawns are standing in it, and this pawn controls here and this pawn controls here. Like if the knights move here, you can just take it. And you also want to develop your pieces, and your opponent may try to also put pawns in the center. Sometimes you can just push, but now you need to develop your pieces. Now in this case, let me just set up the board. Right here, if you put this here, you can just be taken. So your knights, generally you don't want to move it to here because it blocks your bishop. And now the bishop can't move, and the bishop can jump over pieces like the knight, and it can also, and is not comfortable at the edge of the board because it's controlling less squares than in closer to the center. Like if this knight goes here, it will control this, 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 and this. And if the knight's here, it controls this, 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 this. So generally you want to put your knights closer to the center as possible. The normal square to develop your knight is this square and this square. And there's two ways actually to develop your bishops. You can push this pawn up and just, this is shadowing the bishop. Putting your bishop here. And there's also another way to develop your bishop is to just, when you to move a center pawn. This is the center pawns. Okay, it also free your bishop, so now your bishop can move. And also you want to castle. Castle is, let me give you an example. So let's see, here is here. So now if your opponent play here, you can, the best way you can play this is to castle. Castle is when you move your king's two space to closer to your rook, and your rook go two space jump over your king. This is the only move in chess that your king can go two squares and your rooks can jump over. Okay, so this is castle. And also on the queen side, let me give you an example. Like you can castle, like moving your king two squares and jump your rook onto the other side. So this is called castling queen side, because it castles your queen to the queen side. This is the queen side, and this is the king side. And this is castling king side. And let me just fix the board a little bit. Okay. So I will teach you some basic checkmates. So the first thing is I will have to set up the position. The first one is a ladder mate. So that's when your king is here. Yes. This and black skin. Wait, so this is when the white king is surrounded by two rooks, or queen and a rook. Okay, so now the rooks gives check. That means when a piece attacks the king, and there's three ways to get out of check. The first way to block the check, like if there's a knight here, you can block, or you can move your king, or you can capture the piece that is checking you. Like if there's a bishop there, you can just take the rook that is checking your king. And now the king is forced to these two squares. It can choose neither. So let's say it moves here. Then your queen gives a check, and your king is forced to the 7th rank. So it moves here, and the rook gives check, and the king goes here. And now when the rook is cutting off the king, so the king can just move in this direction, you can just position your queen to go to the back line. Like I can move queen check, the king have to move to here or to here. If here there's checkmate, and if here there's this checkmate. And another checkmate is the one that I just said. The checkmate that there's a queen next to the king, and the king is on the edge of the board, and the queen is protected by another piece. It can also be a king or a knight, maybe, or a bishop. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to checkmate with a king. King and queen versus only a king. So the first thing you need to do is make an L shape between the king and the queen. So right here, the king is then you wait for the move of your opponent's king. So the only legal move is to go here. Then you just copy your opponent's move. So this one, the king goes here, the queen will go here, and like if it goes here, you will also go here, and if it goes here, you can go here. So if the king goes to the corner, don't play this move, because it's stalemate. It's when the king cannot move, but it's not in check. So now it's white move, but white can't move here because the queen can't go here, because the queen can't go here because the queen. So don't play that move because you are winning, and this is a draw. When it's stalemate, it's draw. So now you have to bring your king. So the king can just move between these squares. So you will begin your journey with your king. So it will walk closer to the black, after the white king. Just bring it one by one. So when it goes here, now remember about the checkmate I just told you. When the queen surrounds the king, and there's a piece defending the queen, so the king can't take the queen. In this case, it's the king. So this is the king and queen checkmate. And there's one fact checkmate that I will show you. That is when yeah. So now it's black move. So this we can go check with the knight. So now if the next move here is checked by the queen, but now we want to go double check. So that means it's checked by the knight. So the knight is attacking the queen, the king, and the queen is also attacking the king. So the king is forced to go to the corner, and this is where the fire works. You move your queen to here. The king is in check. The king can't take the queen because the queen is defended by the knight, but the rook can't take the queen. And when the rook takes the queen, you can follow up with checkmate. So the king can't move by its own pieces because this you cannot go up, you step on your own pawn. And this is fascinating because you only have a knight and you're facing a rook and two pawns. Is that amazing? So Ben mới ăn được 3 con nữa. đi kia nữa thua luôn. Đâu? Đúng rồi. Thua luôn đó kia hết. Hết cờ á, hết cờ. Ở đâu chưa. Rồi. Ai thua? Có Đức Vinh qua thì có thắng rồi. Dạ. Vinh không có nên mà không có. Đúng rồi. Thắng không? Được đâu. Được thắng. Bạn này còn một con xe, còn Vinh còn 2 mã, 2 tội. Ủa? Băng xanh.
Suy nghĩ cho kỹ để cho bạn đánh đó.
Hết rồi. Còn khi mình vô trong khi nữa là có thể có đường ra ngoài.
Sao đánh luôn phèo vậy?
Còn bác cần mới có bác mình thua chắc là bên trắng luôn rồi. Thua đi.
Rồi chiếu tướng rồi, hết rồi.
Tôi mất xe rồi.
Đường nào cũng thua rồi.
Rồi xong thua rồi. Anh tốt không? Anh tốt đi biết mang.
Rồi xong ăn. À không được ăn vua đó hả? Con hầu không được hả?
Không có loại ăn vua. Cái bên này thua rồi.
Bên này thua. Bên trắng hay bên đen thua?
Bên đen thắng, bởi vì bên đen cũng bị phong hậu rồi. Không kịp đâu, Vinh không có kịp. Vinh kịp. Vinh ăn tốt luôn. Xuống đỡ. Ôi trời, chưa có bắt tốt.
Im lặng đi. Đi đây. Đi đâu?
Bên đen thắng.
Đi từ từ. Tập trung vì bạn hay thả đi thả xuống, bạn hay đi lại lắm. Rồi bỏ tay ra.
Trắng còn có người mua luôn đầu rồi. Đây là chi trắng. Đây là chi trắng. Hả? Băng và cẩn. Ý chụp anh không. Băng từ lắm. Ba trận nữa. Hai trận cái chỗ nha. Bên đen có thắng.
chung kết rồi, thấy nổi gì đâu.
Hết cờ rồi đó. Hết cờ rồi. Rồi vòng chung kết. Vô vòng chung kết rồi.
Không có phải đây rồi mà. Kim nó đánh.